Okay, good evening everybody. Detective Sergeant Gray from Toronto Homicide.
Good evening, everybody.
Discussing
Sergeant Gray.
Homicide 37 for 2011. It happened here Sunday evening, just after 11 p.m. In the parking lot, which is the rear here of 90 Parma Court. Our deceased is a 27-year-old male by the name of Dane, Dillon, D-I-L-L-O-N. He is a member, he lives in Toronto, has lived here his whole life. He was here visiting a friend and was on his way home when there was some type of altercation and Mr. Dillon was shot as he tried to flee the parking lot. What we're looking for this evening is we're doing a canvass of the building behind us in the area townhomes, and we're looking for anybody that heard or saw something around the time of the gunshots, and also if they heard or saw something earlier in the evening. There was several functions going on at the local community center, and we're hopeful that some people who don't live in the area but were there at a function and had gone home after that will be able to put some of those pieces together for us.
Now, how many suspects are you looking for?
We're looking at any number at this point. I'm fairly certain that we're looking at more than one. However, more than that, I can't tell you.
Now, is Dillon known to police?
I'm not going to speak to whether he's known to police.
Okay.
Was he a target possibly, or it was a robbery or attempted robbery?
You know, at this point, I'm open to any theories. We're early on in the investigation, and I'm willing to listen to what anybody has to say in our canvas. I'm hopeful that they can give us that motive.
His name, just again, Dillon is D-I-L-L-O-N.
That's his last name. Yes.
And the first name, Dane.
D-A-N-E. Yes, Dane.
D-A-N-E. Okay, and you had said that you believed he was here visiting a friend. And when you say here, 90 Parma Court.
He was in the complex.
In this complex, and visiting a friend, and then on his way home.
Yes.
Do you know if there was any involvement with the memorial that was going on a little bit earlier?
I don't believe there was any involvement with the memorial, but I am hopeful that some of those people that had attended the memorial earlier in that evening may have seen or heard something. And just because they were on their way home, don't live in the area, they may have not thought too much of it, but they may turn their minds back now, and it could be anything. It could be a shove, it could be a word, there could be some sort of altercation between two that I'm hoping that they'll remember.
Now, is there security footage to help in the investigation?
We've been very lucky. We have a fair amount of video from not only the complex itself but local businesses, and as you can understand, I'm sure it's painstaking, but we do have lots to look at, and that's what we're currently doing. So we're hopeful that will give us some direction.
Is a car involved? Just a description of the suspect?
No, not aware of any car at this point involved. Again, I'm open to any suggestions by anybody if somebody saw a car that was acting suspiciously, or some took off quickly out of the parking lot or anything like that, then we're happy to hear from them.
Can you speak to the actual cause of death? We heard that there were, correct me if I'm wrong, were there multiple gunshots?
Yes,
fired?
sir.
And do we know exactly what the cause of death?
Cause of death was gunshot wounds to the torso.
Because there's information on the day of the shooting of two white cars leaving the scene.
We have some information that they're cars, but again, we don't always apply everything that is, we are putting the puzzle together. Some of those pieces sometimes don't fit. And that's why I'm saying to people, if you see something, don't always try to work it in. Just give us that, and that's our job, is to take the puzzle pieces and put them in together. Okay?
Can you speak at all to Mr. Dillon's family?
He does have a lovely family who lives here in the city of Toronto. As you can well imagine, they're devastated. And they, we've had quite a bit of contact with them. And they are certainly, I can tell you, very supportive of any action that we take.
Officer Pauline Gray, what's the telephone number people from the public can reach you at, and your email address?
They can reach me at pauline.gray@torontopolice.on.ca, or my local line at 808-7412. They also can reach out to Crime Stoppers at any time. Okay? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Now, are police doing any canvassing still?
Do you want to start with the name?
Yeah.